Hi, my name is Jenny Oya, and I'm here with Nuggets and Things. Today, we want to just talk about celebrating you. I know this is supposed to be the month of celebrating a whole lot of things, but I just want you to celebrate you. Celebrate who you are every single day. Every day. Celebrate who you are. Be proud of who you are. With all the imperfections and the bumps and whatever may be going on in your life, still celebrate you because you're still the best thing you can be. You really are. So many people wish they were where you are. I always tell people, there's always somebody worse off than you. Sometimes you think you're in a bad place. You think, if everything's going to go wrong, it has gone wrong in my life. But there's somebody wishing they was just where you were because they don't have anything. I was um, I was supporting another country in Africa, and I was supporting this country, and I did it for several years to the point, I was doing different things there and supporting families and trying to build a village, because I really I believe in the village. I believe in the village. The village is, it takes all of us to come together to build, right? So one day I was home and I was drinking some water and I put my bottle down. I know a lot of you probably done the same thing. And I put my bottle down. I went doing something. Later on that day, I saw my bottle of water. Probably, uh, maybe I got a quarter of water left in it. And I looked at that water and I thought for a moment. I said, there's people there in other countries that wish they had that water. People here in this country who wish they had that water that I'm going to waste. You walk around your house, you see all these half empty bottles, and you see bottles, that's not been completely emptied, right? Where somebody's drank enough of it, sometimes not even half full, and they done. You ask, whose bottle is this? Nobody knows who bottle it is, right? And I thought about that. And on that day, I think it was 2016, I said I would never leave a bottle without completely drinking everything in it because I know there are people who wish they had it. So I'm not going to be a fool and be foolish with the thing I've been blessed with. I've been blessed with water. I can go to a store and buy water. I can go to my faucet and get water from it. There are people who don't have that. So I've learned to now not take so many things for granted because we do. We think we got things to complain about, but you talk to somebody else, you find out, oh my goodness, I should never have been complaining about that. That's for true. That is for true. And then I looked at my dog. My dog was on her dog bed, and my mind went to thinking, your dog is in, out of the heat in the summer. In the summer, your dog is in the air condition. In the winter, your dog is enjoying the heat. And you have people out here who don't have that luxury, and I'm telling you, and it made me, change a lot of things that I did. And that's what gave me compassion to help. And yes, I do celebrate me. I celebrate me every single day, even with all my shortcomings, even with my little flaws. You know, um, I know sometimes I can't get my words out like I want to, but I remember a time. Let me take you back for a second. Let me tell you a little bit about Jenny. Oh, yeah. Back in 2012, I was out riding my motorcycle. My son had his, I had mine. We riding a motorcycle. I'm riding. And I'm out here riding, and I put my signal light on to make a left turn. I look in my mirror. My son's got his signal light on to make a left turn with me. And then at that second, I could not remember which hand had the brakes and which hand had the clutch. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Now you got to think fast on a motorcycle. So I rolled down to the next intersection and I turned around. And my son asked me, he says, Mama, he says, what happened? You had your signal light on and you didn't make the turn. I forgot. I forgot which hand was supposed to have my brakes and which hand was supposed to have my clutch. So I went home. I drove my bike home, parked it in the yard. I got off my motorcycle and had my son the keys. He said, what, Mama? I said, you can have this motorcycle. The day I get on this bike, and I can't remember the most important thing I need to remember, I already know being on my motorcycle with that one light, people don't see you. And now I'm not being sharp like I need to be riding my bike. No, I'm coming off of it. And I gave him my motorcycle. And it's been a long time. And I miss it. I want to ride some kind of band. I've been looking at different ones, I can get. I said, ooh, I want that slingshot. Look like a Corvette, right? You can sit low and it's got like the look of a car. I said, ooh, I want that. But right now I just sometimes get on the back of my bike with my son and let him, and I said, okay. So it's been a minute. Every once in a while he's, Mama, you, I said, you know. I get out there on the four-wheeler sometimes, and I ride the four-wheeler with him, and we out there riding them hills in and out, and I'm riding, I'm patting them bumps, and I'm jumping up there, and I'm doing my thing. I think I'm something. He gave me the ability to ride the four-wheeler because he knew I wasn't riding my bike. He know I love riding my motorcycle. I went when I went for my license, when I went through the class, they would call me Miss G. And they said, Miss G, he said, I need you to take that curve. He said, I want you to drop it coming into that curve. And everybody would just stop because they wanted to see Miss G drop it in the curve. Because when I go into the curve, I'm laying almost to the ground. I'm telling you, I can take a curve. I loved it. They said, watch Miss G. This is perfection. I said, there you go. With all of that, when the time came, when I knew it was time to hand those keys over, I did not question it. And I still celebrate me. I get on the four-wheeler. I get on the back of his bike. Sometimes I just get on my bicycle and I ride. But I'm still celebrating. I realize sometimes in life, your life just changes. You don't want it to. It just changes. One day I was looking in the mirror. I said, ooh, I'm actually getting old. I think I saw a crow's foot. Where'd that come from? Oh, I think I might be getting old. Am I starting to age? But I still celebrate me. When my grandbaby look at me, she says, I told her, I said, I'm 60 something, blah, blah, blah. She says, I can't believe you're in your 60s. I said, sure. She said, I thought you was in your 40s. I said, hey, your dad is in his 40s. I said, me and him ain't brothers and sisters. But I celebrate me still. I celebrate the fact that I can do what I do. Everything I can do, I'm celebrating. I know there's some things I cannot do. Sometimes you get mad at things that you can't do, right? You remember the time that you had a whole lot of money and you could buy whatever you want? And then inflation hit or your job hit, whatever came up, it changed the way you could spend your money. But still, you're still out there. You're still here. So what, you had to make some adjustments. Sometimes life is about nothing but adjustments. And if you can adjust, you can make it. Just make some adjustments. Something I used to have, back in the pretty, probably late 80s, I got my first waterbed. Woo-wee. I thought, I got me this king size waterbed. Woo-wee. But Lord have mercy. Ooh. One day everything started spinning. And I said, this bed has got to go. I'm already dizzy. And I get on this bed and I feel like look, I had to make some adjustments. Still kept a king size bed, just wasn't no water in it no more. In your life. And you probably say she laughed about everything. You know why? Because I did enough crying in my life. I have cried, honey, about a lot of things that happened in my life. 2012, like I was saying, after I got off that motorcycle, I wanted to know what was going on with me, why I couldn't remember. I started having headaches. Went to the doctor. The doctor says, oh, you need to go to a neurologist. I went to a neurologist and they say, no, they're telling me they need to put me in the hospital immediately. Because the man looked at me. Let me tell you about me. Tell you about Jenny. Oh, yeah. The doctor looked at me and he said to me, I don't understand why you're in the condition you're in. And I'm looking at him like, what you mean? He said, can you get dressed on your own? I said, sure. He said, you take your own? I said, yeah. He said, you can take care of yourself. I said, sure, every day. He said, you shouldn't be able to. I said, why not? And he went and showed me my disc. He showed me the disc, with the MRI on it. He said, based on this, you should be paralyzed. He said, you should be able to move anything. He said, I don't understand how you're able to move. I'm looking at him. You don't understand why I'm able to move. Because I'm Jenny Oya. He said, I need you in the hospital. I need to do surgery. He said, your spine has got a disc on it and it's crushing it. He said, I need to get it off there. And you got another one. He said, I need to do. I said, okay. I said, so when you want me to come in? He said, I want you in here yesterday. I said, ooh, that ain't gonna happen. I said, I need to have time to talk to my children, blah, blah. He says, how much time? I said, give me 2 days. So after 2 days, I went to the hospital and had the surgery done, cervical surgery on my neck. And, let me tell you how good I'm telling you, this body here, this chick here you see, let me tell you about her. She got magic all in her. She just got nothing but magic. Things that should have defeated me don't do nothing for me because I'm just that boss. I'm telling you, I have things around me just constantly working on my behalf. Here I am. Went to the hospital, had the surgery, in recovery. In recovery, my mama was there, my brother, his girl, some of my family members was there. And I looked at my brother's girlfriend. I said, hey, I'm hungry. She said, I don't think you can have anything to eat, Jenny. I said, why not? I said, my stomach hurt. I'm hungry. She said, but you just had operation. I said, I don't care about that operation. I'm hungry, right? So I'm fussing with her. And the doctor comes in. And my brother looked at the doctor and said, my sister wants a hamburger. Is she allowed to have one? And he spent around, looked at me right fast. He said, what do you want? I said, I want me a hamburger. He said, don't your throat hurt? I said, no. He says, you don't feel like a bones in you? I said, no. He said, you don't feel no obstruction in your throat? I said, no. He said, how long you been talking? And they said, ever since she came out of recovery. He said, you're not supposed to be talking. He said, that bone, he said, you're supposed to be in so much pain. All you want was ice. He said, I don't understand it. I said, Jenny, oh yeah. I said, okay. So now we don't got past that. Can I have a hamburger? He said, no, you need another ice. I said, okay. He went out of the room. I looked at her, go get me a hamburger. She said, I said, please get me a hamburger. I'm going to show you I can eat a hamburger. I'm telling you I can have a hamburger. So she went and got me one. And I wore that puppy down. You hear me? And, and he was saying, he was amazed. He said, I've never seen this happen in 20 some years. I've never seen this happen. I said, it's okay. Because see, I'm supposed to be that. That's why I celebrate me. That's why I have a good time about me. Because I know if it was meant to go the other way, I wouldn't be sitting here today, smiling at you, telling you about all the great things that could happen to you. Because it happened to me. Come from a long way. Had some whole lot of stuff attack me in life. But I learned to adjust and make it happen. And I don't care what it is that you're going through. I'm telling you, I might have one up. You're looking at the smile, you looking at the suave, and you think she ain't going through. Nah, you don't know my story. You don't know my story. Oh, by the way, I'm getting right one. Oops, watch yourself. Look, understand something. Whatever challenges you have in life, you can overcome them. Sometimes you may not get back like you want to get back, but you're still here. Make the best of your life. You could cry or you could laugh. I just choose to laugh, because it's better. It's really good exercise too for your mouth, Just a smile. I remember years ago when somebody tried to steal my smile. Yeah. I had a lady at our church years ago. She said I smile too much. She said I'm always smiling. She think I'm smiling at her husband, she said. I said, what? Every picture you see from grade school up, I'm always showing, I'm showing them Goldens. My mom said, you're always showing them teeth. I said, what? But she had an issue with it. And it hurt my feelings. So I stopped smiling. And then a lady came to the church and she said, I want you to come here. And she told me, she said, I don't know what happened to you. She said, but somebody stole your smile. And I'm like, in no world she would know this, right? She said, somebody stole your smile. She said, but I'm telling you, she said, that's your gift. Don't let nobody take it from you ever again. And when she said it to me, I've been smiling ever since. Ever since. I'm smiling because I know where I came from. I know where I am. I know all the adjustments I had to make in life to be here. And I'm telling you today, I still celebrate everything that I am. You can do the same thing. Don't let somebody who looks at you and say there's something about you that aggravates them. That's their issue. Let them deal with that. You be you. People don't like you because, of the way you look, the way you're built, the way you stand, the job you have, the car you drive, the house you live in, the neighborhood you flow in, the business that you own, whatever it is. People got fine reason not to like you. That's their issue. That's their problem. You still celebrate you because you know what it took for you to get there, to be there, to stand here. You stand there with a smile on your face. Because just as much as you got those few people who are jealous or envious of your life, you got a whole world out there, a serious universe of all kinds of guys and all kinds of people and beings that are saying, go, go, go. So don't worry about them. You go, 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 because you're awesome. You're grand. You're powerful. You're all that and some more. You move mountains. You can stop the enemy from attacking your life. You have power over your whole being. You can cause your heartbeat, ooh-wee, to regulate. When the doctor says you stop, you can cause it to go back pumping, pump, pump, pump. Because you are all powerful. And when you learn who and what you are, don't you stop. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a good moment with me. Truly, I had with you. And today, just celebrate. Thank you so much again. And again, we hope to see you again with Jenny. Oh yeah, Nuggets and Things. Please like if you enjoyed it. And if you had not subscribed, please do so. See you next time. Blessings to you.